Alright guys, so this is going to be another comic review from a comic that was sent to me by my good friend Chris, aka the Mount Vernon Kid. Chris, thank you again for these books, and today we're going to be talking about E-Ratic from Upshot. Now it's funny because when I did an unpackaging on this a while ago, people were saying like E-Ratic was going to be the one I really enjoyed the most. Like E-Ratic was going to be the one I was really going to like out of all of them, and it was going to be the book that was going to be the one that I would, have the most enjoyment out of. So what is E-Ratic? E-Ratic is a comic written by Career Andrews and artwork by Brian Rebar? Hope I'm saying that name right. But anyway, E-Ratic is basically set with a character named Oliver Leaf, who is a kid. He's a new kid at a school, and he's already the guy getting picked on and whatnot. You've seen this story 10,000 times. You have quite literally seen this story so many fucking times. It's not even funny anymore. And yeah, but Oliver has a secret. He's what is known as a reborn, and reborns are these beings with that can control energy. They're basically meta-humans, and Oliver can use his powers for a maximum of 10 minutes, so he can really only use his abilities for 10 minutes. And yeah, does this costume look familiar? Don't worry, I'll wait. Yeah, this is just Spider-Man. This is just Spider-Man. Like, I was reading it the whole time, and I'm like, this is just Spider-Man with energy powers. Like, it's Spider-Man and like with a little bit of, if he had Static Shock's powers. That's really it. And yeah, you could be saying, well, you can't do the things in this comic that most characters can't, because Marvel controls it all. Here it's independent, and yes, I agree with you on that. But the problem is, it's really obvious that this was Spider-Man. Let me show you like a quick image, real quick. That's straight up a Spider-Man image. He's even almost got his hands exactly alike. And instead of webs, he's using, energy to swing around in. Yeah. It's more like the costume does have more of a monkey-like feel. But, yeah, the color patterning and the mask itself, I'm like, this is... and also, everyone is... The artwork is really good in here. Don't get me wrong. The artwork is really solid in here. The problem is, everyone is so goddamn cartoony in here. Like, the main villain is a guy who's a social studies teacher who's a communist, and he also talks like, Boris and Natasha from Rocky and fucking Bullwinkle. No, really, that's how he talks, like, ha, comrades! And, it's so over the top, it's not even funny. I don't know if that was supposed to be the joke, or something of that nature. I don't get it. And there's also, this being called the Void in here that gives... And there is so much in this book that it tries to cover in 4 issues. And I get that this is the first volume, but it is trying to do way too goddamn much in way too goddamn little time. It really does feel like it's way over the top. It is way the fuck over the top. Also, the romance that Oliver gets with this girl named Kristen is so unbelievable, because when she finds out the end of the first issue of his powers and he's half naked, she basically posts it online, but his abilities mess it up. So now she's the laughing stock of the class, and it's it's the popular girl who thinks the outcast is so cool. I'm like, there's not a ounce of originality in this fucking book. There is not a single ounce of originality. It's beautiful artwork, and I can see why people like it, and I could honestly see this as a cartoon show. I would actually be down for an E-Ratic animated show on Cartoon Network or somewhere. But yeah, this book it's just Spider-Man. It's just Spider-Man with static powers. That's really all it is. And also, everyone is so cartoonishly over the top, and they do so much in here. They give Oliver, a ally, and they also give him, another villain, and they give him another villain on top of that villain, and this secret girl who is part of the school's history. What? You try, Career Andrews is trying to do, 10 things at once, and He's spinning a lot of plates on the right now, and a lot of them are dropping on the floor. So yeah, this is the second Upshot book I've read that Chris sent me, and yeah, I just wasn't a fan. I understand, and I can understand if you like this book, that's totally fine. But personally, I just couldn't get into it. I, for the life of me, just could not get into this book at all. Like, and I feel kind of bad about it because I was really like looking forward to it. Yeah, I was like legit looking forward to liking this. Everyone who told me in the live stream when I was doing the unpacking, it was like, yeah, E-Ratic's gonna be the one you love. You're really gonna dig E-Ratic. I did not dig E-Ratic. Yeah. So hope you all enjoyed this review. Chris, regardless of how I reviewed this book, thank you once again for this and the others. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.